Wir sind hier immer noch im Dialog im Dunkeln, eine Ausstellung, in der es nichts zu sehen gibt. Man muss sich einmal auf seine Hände und Ohren verlassen und kann hier Alltagssituationen aus der Sicht eines Blinden erleben. Und natürlich arbeiten hier auch blinde Menschen, nicht nur hier in Hamburg, sondern in allen Dialogausstellungen weltweit. Und im Moment findet hier das internationale Meeting statt. Leute aus unterschiedlichsten Ländern sind nach Hamburg gekommen für Vorträge, Diskussionen, Workshops und so weiter. Und das haben wir zum Anlass genommen, einmal blinde Menschen aus verschiedenen Ländern zu interviewen. Und unsere Weltreise geht weiter und bringt uns in eine große, vielleicht auch sehr interessante Stadt, nämlich nach Tokio. So I welcome Jun from Japan. Jun, would you please introduce yourself at first?
My name is Jun. I live in Tokyo, Japan. I work as a guide and a trainer in Dialogue in the Dark, Tokyo. That's pretty much all about me. So,
what can you see? Have you been blind since birth? Or?
Actually, I lost my sight when I was 22 years old.
Oh, okay. And as you lost your sight, how did your parents or your family deal with your blindness?
First of all, when I was 22 years old, I was already living by my own. I mean, living alone. No, I wasn't living with my family. So, we didn't have so much conflict. I just, make a phone call to them and, I got blind and oh no, it's like that. So their conflict wasn't obvious for me. Probably they thought something, but not obvious for me. I think that's the matter for me.
Oh, okay. As I said, we want to know a little bit more about the daily life in your country of blind people. So how does the supply of technical ads and other ads for the blind or the visually impaired look like in your country?
What is it?
Technical ad is like a screen reading program, a color recognizer. Other ads are, for example, a white cane and something like that.
This is hard because I only know my country, and it's hard to compare. But I think that those kind of technology is, it's not a good word, but I mean I think it's fairly good. Maybe that's the good word. I mean, the Japanese is doing good job for that. I think so. It's like do you have like a specific example that you want to know about?
Yeah. What's about, for example, computer screen readers, white canes, for example.
Screen readers. Oh, so there's I would say. For example, here, do you use JAWS?
Yeah.
I mean, in Japan, only few people use JAWS. We have our own screen readers because Japanese is a very, I would say, unique language. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's very different from other languages. JAWS doesn't really work well with Japanese. I think that's one thing. So we have our screen readers for Japanese, and I think they're not really good. For example, now the screen readers for Windows 8 is not steady yet. I mean, they are there, but not very good. It has to be a little more adjustment. But for the Windows 7, I think it's almost perfect. It works perfect. So screen readers like that. And you mentioned about the white cane. I don't know, but I think for this, it's pretty much the same in other countries, isn't it?
Okay. Are there any subsidies for the blind in your country for the ads, for example?
I'm thinking this is so hard because, for example, there was one thing. There was I tried before. It's a white cane, but it has like what do you call it? It's like a supersonic thing. It's like this white cane is like a blasting supersonic thing, like a bat. You know, you understand the flying bat? And they you know, like have like a
Laser?
not laser, later, like to know, and they can fly even in it's a true dark, right? Because of their sensor, or I say, to catch up the sonic thing, and they made a white king with that machine, and so when something is right in front of me, the cane starts shaking.
Yeah, I know, but what I mean with my question is, are there any subsidies? What means financial help for blind people?
I see, sorry. So for that, yes, we do. It's not a lot, but we have. We receive certain amount of money every year.
Do you have in your country something like a training for the blind?
Mobility training?
Yeah.
So that's I mean, yes, we have. For example, like I told you before, I lost my sight when I was 22 years old. So it's like I had to learn from the beginning, right? And so they told me how to hold the cane, how to use it, how to walk with it, that kind of thing. And I also trained how to use computers with screen readers. And of course, I learned how to read, write, browse. And there are also those who trained to cook without seeing. I think that's pretty much everything I learned.
How do sighted people in your country treat the visually impaired? Are they rather helpful, easygoing, or rather reserved, or do they even behave in an unfriendly manner?
Oh, I'll say 99% of the people is helpful. They're kind, and you know, they treat us good. I think so. Maybe sometimes they treat us too good. So it's sometimes it's annoying, but I think most of them are really helpful.
And do you think that the visually impaired in your country are well integrated into society?
Well, son, that's a question. You know, maybe for that we were still kind of on the way, because if a blind person want to get a job, it's still very limited. I mean, it's open. There are many ways, but still very limited. So for that, I think might be like there's some more rooms to improve. For example, like a massage thing, that's very open for I would say visually impaired people. So,
and what about public transports, schools or universities? Are they accessible?
Okay, first, public transportation, I think that Japan is very good for this. I mean, all technology. For example, the tactile blocks on the platform of the train, I felt a little bit in it here, and it's very thin. I mean, I thought it's not obvious. In Japan, it's more easy to feel. And of course, all station has more tactile blocks, which makes it possible to walk alone easier. And actually, the law says also like a train station has to have those tactile blocks, elevators, or those kind of things. So I think for the public transportation, it's very good. And if you mentioned about the school, first of all, I've never went to school after I lost my sight. I mean, when I lost my sight, I've already graduated from university, so I don't really have a chance to I didn't really have a chance to know how it is in the schools, but I would say we are late for this because, first of all, still not many blind people. I'll say we don't see many blind students in the university, so they still don't know how to treat them. Yeah, even in the class or even how to walk around the campus or those kind of things. So maybe that's still kind of problem.
And last question, what would you wish for the future of your country regarding integration or inclusion? Is there anything what should change?
I think actually I don't have like a something. I don't think like oh, I want to change this to this. You know, I think we're getting better and better, and we're going to I'll say like a correct way. So we just need time, and after maybe 10, 20 years in the future, I think we'll be better. I mean, we can get there. So my thing is just I don't have anything like I want to change. I don't hope like a big difference. Just let's go on this way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Das war Jun aus Tokio. Und wenn ihr dieses Interview noch einmal auf Deutsch nachlesen wollt, so findet ihr es in Kürze in unseren Blogs auf blindlife.de und christian-ohrens.de.